I was actually not very much into education when I was young. My father used to school me at my home only. I was not doing any formal education at any school. That will be a free will to children that whatever they want to study, they should be doing or pursue that thing. For this budget session, I only put questions about health and education. My first priority will be to develop girls' schools on primary level, on media level and higher education also. I'm not trying to follow a hardcore policy right now. 2026 is all about learning and experiencing things for me.
Hello, welcome to Edex. We have Maithili Thakur with us, the member of Legislative Assembly in Bihar and one of the mesmerizing singer. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, as someone who has built a strong public voice at a very young age, what responsibility are you carrying out?
There are so many responsibilities as a daughter, as someone who represents my constituency in Bihar Legislative Assembly. So things are going hand in hand. Earlier, I used to be only an artist, and I figured this out that I had this power of saying no to something which I don't entertain but now that I'm in a public life, I'm full time on duty. So I feel that that's a huge responsibility, but I'm enjoying it. And I feel so grateful to be a part of this thing where we make rules, we are in the system, we make the policies for our people. I really feel so grateful to be somebody who is able to do that.
So, you have started your musical journey at a very young age. So, how do you think the importance of education while you have a talent outside also?
Yeah, importance of education, of course. Education makes somebody more, I can say, cultured, because you study about everything around yourself. And I was actually not very much into education when I was young. My father used to school me at my home only. I was not doing any formal education at any school. But when I grew up, I directly took admission in Standard 5, and then after I started studying formally. So this is how I have been growing up, and then I had started scoring good in academics also with music. So yes, studies have been a very crucial part of my life, that I really had to manage my music and study together. So this is how I have been growing up. So education is very important for somebody who is exposed to so many things.
So, how are you balancing your public life along with music?
I don't know how I'm balancing it, but I'm loving everything I do. I don't do anything what I don't love and what I don't feel like doing. That is why I think that gives me strength to do anything efficiently and with all of my heart.
So, many students are struggling to balance their studies along with their passion. So, what advice would you give?
You do what you feel like doing, then you'll never be able to हम इसको हिंदी में कैसे, आप नापते नहीं हैं कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं. You do not measure your time, you do not count hours, how many hours you're practicing, because you love music. So this is what I think, that if you love something and you do it, then you won't be able to count the hours and measure it into something, or contain it into a box. So do whatever you feel like doing, and do something which you feel like you won't be able to help only your family, but outside your family too. Like what I feel good about politics is that I'm not living for my family only. I'm living for my whole community who I represent to in Bihar Legislative Assembly. So that is what gives me strength.
So, what inspired you to get into politics?
It was all because of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, because last year he announced from Red Fort that 1 lakh people, 1 lakh youth, youngsters who have no political background, they will be into politics. So I think he started with me, and I feel so grateful to be following the path of our Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji.
So, as you mentioned today, more young people are showing interest into public services. So, do you think our education system should prepare students for leadership roles?
I think so, because every child has their own capacity, their own ideas, their own strength, and their own weaknesses. So, what I think about our education system, that there will be some point where they'll be starting reforming our education policies, where it should be up to students that what they want to study. Because I remember my younger brother, he's not into maths so much, he doesn't like mathematics so much, but he's so forced to study maths. So when I see these things around me, that the children who don't like political science, they're forced to study political science. Children who don't study a particular language, they're forced to do so. So I think there will be some point where that will be a free will to children, that whatever they want to study, they should be doing or pursue that thing.
So, as a member of a legislative assembly, what policies are you prioritizing?
For example, for this budget session, I only put questions about health and education at my constituency, because I thought that in that particular area, the health system was not very efficient, because they are still counting on the census of 2011, but population has been increased so much in past few years. So we need more and more staffs, more buildings, and more doctors to serve for all these population. So for this year, my ultimate goal is to improve my constituency's healthcare system.
So, what policies are you focusing on education specifically?
For education, where I'm coming from, I think kids are rolling in, मतलब this is very increasingly, बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे जो पहले स्कूल नहीं जाते थे, now they have started rolling into their schools and primary schools and middle schools. So I have started this thinking that I have to make girls school specially, because girls should feel that environment where she can express herself very freely. Like that should be priority for any woman or any girl in their workplace or any study area where they're going to. So I think my first priority will be to develop girls schools on primary level, on media level, and higher education also.
So, when it comes to Bihar's education system, there is a technological gap between urban area students and rural area students. So,
Mhm.
how are you getting into that? Like, what policies are you focusing on that?
I come from an area which is very far from the city, like 60 kilometers away from Darbhanga main city, and we are from the constituency which is like developing and in a very basic stage. So I'm not trying to follow a hardcore policy right now, because for me the priority is to build more efficient buildings, more efficient systems, so that all the things which are written on paper should be on ground also. So that is how I'm trying to develop myself. And 2026 is all about learning and experiencing things for me. So now I'm only trying to focus on the very basic things which needs to be done to create a safe and friendly environment for kids.
So, do you think the teacher, along with infrastructure development, the teachers also need to be trained?
Yeah, I think so. For higher education, especially, because all the good teachers are in city area and the urbanized area, there they get paid more and they have nice life. So I think that should be done and that should be taken care of.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.